Hey guys, it's been a while since I've played some Fire Emblem. I apologize for that. It's been a hot minute since we played some Fire Emblem, but we're back. We're here to play some Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. We're almost finished with it. Almost there. We just got a few more chapters left. But I just figured out that I can use my wired Nintendo Switch controller while playing, and I'm really excited for that. So here we go. There we go. Alright, where are we? Where's the next location? The Black Temple. According to legend, the sacred stones have sealed evil away from the world. 4 of the 5 stones have been destroyed, leaving only the last stone intact. The last stone must be protected to stave off the Demon King's restoration. Erica and company challenged the demons of Darkling Woods. According to legend, the original possessors of the sacred stones defeated the Demon King in Darkling Woods. His foul blood seeped into the land, corrupting every seed and every root. The once pristine forest was transformed by the flood of disease and venom. Legend says that the Demon King's corpse lies there still, not dead, but dreaming. Dreaming of when the last stone is crushed, and he will rise from his bed of rocks and worms and return to the surface. Within Darkling Woods, hideous fiends roam in increasing numbers as if responding to some unheard call. There was a dragon. We about to fight some dragons in here? A moment more and my rebirth will be unstoppable. Who is this guy? We've never seen him before. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm only like 6 away. I'm super excited. I saw you hit 1,000 followers, dude. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Ugh. Dragons, that reminds me. Oh, that's Myr's father. That's so cute. The moment of your death. I would hate for you to miss it. I mean, you're out there enjoying what you do. It's the best thing in the world. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's a dragon. What are we dealing with over here? Morva, leader of the Manakete tribe. He was turned into a Draco zombie by Lion. We're fighting a dragon zombie. Oh my god. The breath of a dragon corpse. It decays everything it touches. Is this your long distance magic? Oh my god. You guys are the worst. An Arc Mogul. Wait, where are you even at? Oh, you're right there. Yeah, so they got some cool stuff. Literal Cyclopses. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Alright, time to pick who we're fighting with. It'll be easier if I do it this way. We're obviously gonna have Joshua, Lute, Naomi, Natasha, Cormac, Tana, Amelia, Franz, Ross. Maybe. We'll keep you in just as you can do stuff. Colm. We don't really need Rennick in this one because there's not a lot of things to run around and steal here. So we don't really need Rennick for this. We definitely need Ephraim. And then it's nice to have that extra healing, I guess. But nobody else here is really good enough. Because what are you? Yeah, you're just a shaman. You're a great knight. You actually might be pretty decent. Nah, your skills kind of suck. Yeah, I never leveled any of you guys up, so there was no point in using you. Use you. Yeah, that's good, honestly. Okay, now what do we got? You have some legendary things. A Sacred Twin Tome, defense +5, a Sacred Twin Staff, the Ancient Staff of Latona. You do not need either of those. Let's see. Iron Blade, Killing Edge, Silver Sword. We'll give you your Sacred Weapon. And then we'll also stop by the armory and give you a nice little iron sword. Joshua. Proves critical hit. Imbued with dark magic. Effective against cavalry, effective against knights. The Sacred Twin Ice Blade. We're going to take that away, and we're going to give you... the Brave Sword and an Iron Sword. Nami. First, we're going to buy you an Iron Sword. Then we're going to give you... what do you got? Steel, Longbow, and Killer. It's a Killer Queen! I'm going to give you your Brave Bow. Cormag. We're going to give up that Lance because it's not doing much for you with only 5. That should work. Natasha, how you doing? What's your lightning at? Your lightning's only a C, so it's pretty good for you. E, C, and D. We're going to take away Shine. We're going to give you... Restores all HP to allies nearby. We're going to give you a Fortify. Loot, you've got 1 bolting left. And we're going to let you have it. You no longer need this Iron Sword, or the Steel Lance, or this Hand Axe. So we're going to give you a full-on Iron Axe. We're going to give you this Silver Lance, and then we're going to buy you a sword. What are you looking at? You know what? You're actually doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good too. As are you. That's pretty much all you need. Are there any other swords we could give you, I guess? No. Cool. No, you're good. Yeah, Murray, you're good. As for you, what other cool axes can we give you? Might injure its wielder. So you've already got the Brave Axe, the Tomahawk, and the Iron Axe. I could give you your Master Axe, but we'll give you a Killer Axe for now. Tethys, you're good. Ephraim, you need another lance. No, we'll just give you the Steel Lance. Let you burn it off. And then we'll also let you burn off this Javelin. Rachel, you've got all your healing stuff that you need. We're probably not going to need this torch, though. So what else can you do? Ooh, you can restore. That's important. Is restore... What's the range on that? 1. Okay. Molder, you need some healing items, my dude. You can do Psychic and Mend and Silence. And Barrier. And Rescue. My little utility dude. Then we've got you with some heals and some fires. Alright. Time to see what we're doing with this map. There's a whole bunch of trees right here that I'm assuming people can't stand in. Yeah. But we could have my flying units go over that, which is 2 of 3 of us, but I don't want Mur fighting a lot. God, I really don't want to... So it looks like you're all going to travel as a pack until we get to here, and then I'll split you up. Looks like that's how we're going to do that. What are y'all dealing with? First, I'm dealing with you, Mr. Long Range Magic Bolt. We're going to have you, actually, wave off these Magic Bolts. Because they're going to get on my nerves. Then we're going to have all of my tanks go ahead. For all of my melee fighters. With all of my horse units in the back. You know what? That should work. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's obnoxious. Ooh, that gives me more avoid. Now try and hit me, you asshole. He has the same avoid no matter what he uses. Oh my god. What are we dealing with up here? Who's swinging at me here? You're only swinging at me if I get past that little bush. What are you holding? A steel lance? And you're only a sword unit, right? Yeah, cool. I let you see the first dance every game. I'll skip it later. Yes, you have your bolting. But unless it kills somebody, we're not going to use it. Alright, here we go. Soon, it happens soon. The Demon King will be restored to all of his former glory, and I, his faithful servant, will bask in his radiant power. Then, oh then, I will have my revenge on those who scorned me. The Demon King has created for me a fine weapon, a Draco Zombie. This fierce beast and I will guard the Black Temple's entrance. As long as we stand watch, no one will interrupt his rituals. We will drown all who dare approach in this virulent mud. Oh, I forgot about you flyers. Yep, here come all his little flyers. Interesting that this one did not come over and attack me. What's your movement, guys? So you're not touching anyone but these two. Cool. That I can deal with. Okay. There's so much going on here. Well, first, we've got Mr. Lance here, so we're going to attack with an axe. Next, we've got Mr. Sword over here, so we're going to attack with a lance. Yeah, HP and skill, not bad. Steel sword. Now we've got bow and bow. What are you guys coming at me with? Steel axe and a steel axe. There we go, Joshua. That's exactly what I wanted. Strength, skill, and speed. Can you get up there? Almost. Now we're gonna have Nami come up here and finish him off. Naomi. Now we can have Erica come up here with her. Yeah, I'll go with the Killing Edge. Now, to deal with you two, who have a Javelin and a Toxic Lance. Fantastic. What do you guys got? Not a range item. Not a range item. We're gonna give you the Iron Lance. We're gonna give you the Iron Lance. Well, this went well for you, monster. I like how I can hear their bones while they're running around. Even in the trees, I still have a 100% chance to hit you. That's just how amazing Joshua is. Ah, I was hoping for the crit to finish off the purple monster. Yeah, I've already had enough of your stuff, trying to throw stuff at me. Ooh, magic. Alright, you can use silence, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. Can you silence her? Oh yeah, your range is awful because I haven't leveled up your magic, right? Yeah, what's your magic at? 6. MP divided by 2. Maybe that'd be better on... Well, not even on you. That'd be much better on you, honestly. What do you have? A heal and a mend? Or just a heal? Okay, first... What are you throwing at me? Why are you all throwing javelins at me? Core mag! Got an antitoxin. Won't need it, because nobody will hit me. Now, as for all you assholes... Oh, you have a sword slayer. Ugh. That just makes you the worst. That thwarts all my plans. Your speed skills are still awful, so it doesn't really matter. But you're still obnoxious. Light magic is good against monsters! Bum 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 bum. How do I want to get rid of you? You guys holding swords or lances? A lance and a sword. I've successfully sealed them off. Critical hit! Alright. We're gonna have Franz go up here and support Lynn. Have Ephraim come up here as well. God. The range on Silence is literally 3 because his magic is so bad. Hey, what's up, Matt? There we go. Finishing off the gargoyles. So Mr. Sword Reaver is not attacking you. Ah, yes. Perfect. Sword Reaver might attack you now. One of these people has the axe that's good against swords, which just throws a wrench in my plan. There are, I believe, 3 chapters left, including this one. Oh my god. That would have taken away all but 1 of my HP. With an 80% hit chance, and he still dodged it. Josh was the best. Yep, if that guy would have hit me with that 80%, he would have killed me. Then this guy's like, hey, wait! This guy hits me with a 17%. And then these Cyclops over here are quickly going to become an issue. Same with these guys who have this range of 10 feet with long-range dark magic. This guy's got a Lance Reaver. Oh yeah, Matt, I figured out I can use my Switch controller for emulators. I don't even know why I didn't think about that. But now I don't have the, like, of the keyboard going on the entire time. Alright. Now is when we split the ranks. We're gonna have all my sword users go this way. Is that a good idea? I can turn the game up a little bit. There we go. I was like, which one of you guys has that Sword Slayer? You're going down first. With a crit! Alright. Right? Towards the end of the game, I'm like, there's a bunch of characters that I don't need to use, so let's just throw all my random healers that aren't doing much at them. It's always good to have some more healers around. Oh yeah, I forgot you do have the rune sword, don't ya? God, brave weapons are so nice. Also, she's really good at killing monsters. Alright. So down this way is where we're gonna send... Can you attack me up here? Ooh, you can. You have a javelin. That's obnoxious. We don't have any ranged weapons on you, but we'll keep you with the iron axe. Alright, now... Franz lays down the law. Oh yeah, these guys aren't even close to coming at me yet. Ephraim, you're gonna lead these troops down here. It was kind of just sitting around. We don't really need it, with just one in it. Yeah, here's Mr. Lance Reaver, which is why I gave her a sword. But can you see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh god. Little flyers. We're gonna have to deal with you soon. And you're long distance, so we're just gonna come up in here. Be like, hey, what's up, man? Then we're gonna kill you next turn. We'll have you finish off this guy. That's hilarious. I don't know how that works, but you know, a lance that's good against axes is good against a sword that's good against lances. We will actually keep that. Let's see if that was a regret. Yeah, she's not up to C yet. It's fine. She'll get there. Have to do with all these guys flying in on me. Do you all have javelins? You do all have javelins, but that's fine because you have a hand axe. What makes your head hurt? Oh my god, they have so much HP. Oh yeah, the Reaver versus Reaver stuff. These guys have 64 HP. Let's see, they do 14 damage to you. And you have 12 defense. They would do a lot more damage to you. But you know what, it's fine. We're just gonna take down one of these guys. Giants with 25 con. That's pretty much what it seems like. And their con is 16, and like my big guys are 13. 13. Yeah, their constitution's a lot higher than my guys. Do all of you just have axes? Is there anything I need to worry about? I mean, there's the dude with the halberd. And he'll be a pain for you guys, but he's got a hot second before he reaches us. Oh my god, it does nothing. But it does exactly what I need it to. And that crit, I guess. Alright. Nothing. You can do nothing. Oh! Do I want to use my legendary blade though? Oh, that's not bad, actually. We can use the silver sword. Hey. What's up? XP cap per enemy unit. I don't believe there is, because I know of people like continuously letting generals heal in their little castle. Longbows can hit by 2 range, right? Yeah, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you're just my healer. Oh yeah, we'll have loot take down this guy. Take down the evil eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like the dancer will come more in handy up here. Oh yeah, 15 damage! And another 15 damage! Lance! I completely forgot that they would throw the javelin at him, and now I'm sad because I wanted Seth to just kill him. Or not Seth. Franz. Of course, these death goils. Gargoyles empowered by magic. Only one of them will be able to hit me. I'm okay with that, but I'm taking this guy down. You don't have any long-range magic, do you? Okay, good. We are breezing through. We're at the point where all of our characters are pretty high-leveled. So it's not usually an issue, especially if I keep the squishies behind. Oh wait, you're gonna be using a lance on me, right? Yeah. So we're gonna want to use a lance and not a sword. And you can't counterattack because you're stuck using ranged magic. Go be with your queen! What do you know? Turns target to stone and Demon Surge. You know, I had a battle last episode with a bunch of Gorgons and none of them tried to turn me to stone. I guess I'm kind of happy about that, but you know. Could be cool. Alright, time to deal with... Where are you? Oh, Mr. Halberd's just staying there. Cool. That makes my job so much easier. How do I want to deal with this? What are your guys' movement like? 5? Even with 2 crits, you still can't beat this guy. Actually, you know what? This is a good time to pull out Sword Nammy! I love you. Have a good time. Yeah, there's not much you can do in this fight, to be honest. You can sit here and protect my squishies, though. Yeah, look at the Rachel go, La Rachel. Now, for down here's guys. You guys are pretty much just good to advance. I really like the way they colored these guys. You can tell a lot of attention was paid to the monsters. And this is where you doomed yourself. And this is where you make the same mistake. Just enough experience. We'll deal with you guys second. First, we're gonna deal with all this. Yeah, I really enjoy this game. So it'll go along this bush line, okay. Which means we're gonna have you... Wait. Yeah, we're gonna have you... Oh yeah, she's just got a tiny cold. Yeah, especially when the cold can be confused for COVID. It's not a great combination. Overkill! Cooper! Poopy! Oh, you can look out the window if you want. Go for it. Alright, how are we doing this? Are you attacking me yet? No. No, she has to wait 10 days, and then she's good as long as she's, like, not showing any symptoms of actual COVID. In order to come back early, though, she would have to get 2 COVID tests and a doctor's note. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes those soccer practices got ridiculous with how cold it was. Alright, that is your guys. Now we gotta deal with Mr. freaking Death Goyles over here and your Steel Lances. Not worried about your longbow because you got the Philly shield. Yeah, so that's the only thing that'll be able to hit me. You have the psychic, don't you? Oh yeah, but your range is awful. It's fine. They were basically just like, what if they were purple? I can't get to any of them. She's doing good. She's been just relaxing. Alright, here's the play. You. Have you go here. Have you go here. Do any of you have an Axe Reaver? No, you're just gonna be obnoxious. I will let her know you said that, by the way. Thank you. No, do not rescue. Iron Axe. There's my shield. My shield wall of people. Your rescue goes almost nowhere. Oh, God. $15 damage! From what I've seen in our chat, they seem to be doing okay. They're definitely not feeling great, but they're doing okay. I see everybody's gonna go after Tana. But she's not gonna crit any of them. Oh-ho, I have the Philly shield, so your bows mean nothing to me. It's Tana time! So I see the death goyles are here to stay from this cave. Okay, first we're gonna deal with you guys. You're gonna be really obnoxious up there. I just don't want to deal with you. It's time to make a very dangerous decision. And we're just gonna put her up here and let everybody come at her. Actually, wait. Does anybody have an open spot right now? You do. We don't have any extra lightning in there. That's fine. So you have 10 lightnings and then you got 22 divines. It's time for Natasha to kill all of these monsters. Okay. So you can attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can attack these trees, so I'm gonna want to stay out of that line. We'll have you go here. Have you go here. You go here. Yeah, well, how about you just stay here? Now, as for my bottom people... Yeah, there's no chance you're using that. Okay. Oh yeah, they literally can't... they literally can't travel the thicket, so these guys are pretty much stuck down here now. Unless I rescue them over here, which right now would be a disaster. I mean, you can travel mountains, so you're good. Pretty sure... Yeah, it's just you two are gonna be stuck here for a hot minute. I got an antitoxin. Don't need it. No! Somebody hit her! How dare you? Well, you did your best. I think the lightning just broke. Yeah. Shoot me from a distance, you coward. All that magic and he's just... No. Ooh. Hmm? Alright, we need to do a thing real quick. Okay, that'll be enough to finish you off. Well, there's no way to do what I wanted to do. It's fine. We got another longbow, though. Oh, good. This guy's gonna be super annoying. Yeah, these skellies are not strong, people. They're not very strong. I don't know if he's gonna move is the problem. I know he's not. I know Morba's not moving. But I don't know if this guy is gonna move, and that causes me issue. What's your speed anyway? 20? What's your speed? Hey, you can survive one hit. A 91% miss. That is downright infuriating. Oh, so you cannot travel across this either. It's literally just you. Yeah, it's too bad I don't have that bolting that I wasted earlier. This is why I keep her around. She finishes off who needs to be finished off. Okay, we're good on that front. Way to go, Molder! We're taking this guy out. We're done with you. I just want to move one. Who do we have up here still? %. Even with an axe reaver, you cannot touch me. Yes! I love how he tosses it at the end. He's like, ooh, look at me go. Well, you can't use this. But yeah, we don't need it up here. Or we don't need it down here. Tried, my dude. Your eyes annoy me. Why do you not despair? Why do you not surrender? I actually thought he crit. I thought that was his crit animation for a second. I was about to cry. Oh god. Ooh, she's gonna try and turn me to stone. Still standing in the darkness, just no. Yeah, you can fuck right off. Alright, first we deal with all you guys. And I have a fun way of doing that. And now we're gonna yeet right backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a little open clearing, you have a javelin? You do. So it's to this bush. Oh, so we just gotta get behind the bushes again. Cool. Now, as for all of you people... Nope, that's how you die. Maybe later, but not right now. Oh my god. Did not heal you nearly as much as I wanted it to heal you. Maxed out level. I have a risky plan. What? What? Why can't you use Psychic? I thought you had a B. Are you not a B yet? Oh, you're only at C. I risked your life for nothing. Alright, let's see what happens. So basically, if any of these people manage to hit her, she's dead. But she got skill, speed, and defense, so that helps. Time for Natasha to slaughter all of these people. If you were gonna crit, you could have crit on the first one and save your use. It's because she has a natural affinity towards monsters, and she's in the forest. Her specific class has advantage on all monsters. And thus, they get disadvantage on her. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Whew. He's like, somebody stop her! Oh my God, just leave her alone. An elixir! Alright, how are we gonna do this? Well, first, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna deal with this person. So I'm tired of this thing. Ooh, you get a spear for killing this thing. Oh, can you not rescue them? Fine. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, we're done with this. Are you at A level yet? You are at A level. A shine broke. Oh my god. Wait, which one of you assholes has a javelin? There's two of you. Oh wait, you can't take anyone. Ugh, that's so obnoxious. What are we doing up here? We got you guys to worry about. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Oh my god, there's two of them? That's super obnoxious. Look, you guys, you gotta leave me alone. There we go, Core Mag! I'm banking on the possibility that both of these guys are not going to hit me. If one of them hits me, he'll still live. But if both of them hit me, well, then he's just gone so. Now what are we doing up here with these guys? Ugh. How much Divine do you have left? Not a lot. I've got an A and an S1. Oh, hey, look! It'll be useful. But I don't think I need the silence yet. I'll save it for a more silency time. Okay, so it can go here, right? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so Boom, 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 boom. So the corner tree, I need to be behind that line. What about for you guys? Mr. Steel Blade over here is going to attack me. So is Mr. Lance Reaver and Mr. Armor Slayer. Well, good thing I got all of my sword guys over here. Oh no, crit? How sad. Critical hit! Here it comes. Ooh, yes! One of them missed, so Cormag is going to live. And they both missed. Fantastic. Now he can go kill the other one. And not worry about dying. Talk about a monster hunter, am I right? We're done with this eye. Yeah, Cormag is the horror of this game, easily. And we've got everybody over here now. Well, you've got a second, but that's fine. You gotta cross the mountain first. Takes a whole turn to cross the mountain. Bring it. Restore HP to all allies in your area. The Steel Blade! Another elixir. Bring it. Another dodge! I'm just gonna kill you with Cormac because you've been targeting him all game. Yeah, we're gonna use Excalibur to take you down. I think that'll be fun. So what's your range up here? Along the lines of these two. So we'll stay out of that. Although I could always silence you, which would be quite fun. Okay, so you are at the edge. Nobody can go next to you. Or beneath that tree. And as for over here, nobody can go next to you. So do not stand here. You can stand here. Even with the legendary weapon, she can't one-shot him. Interesting. Why? Alright, that's how you want to play this game, let's go. We're gonna right in your face, though. Even if you defeat me, it's too late to stop it. The one true demon will rise. Alright, time to defeat these male Duans. Immensely fast and strong creatures who hunt with axes and bows. Do they all have bows? No. Okay. What I'm gonna do with you guys is not really care about this guy. He's trying to bring around the rise of the Demon King. He's your typical story of he was a devout church guy, but he got into dark magic and he was like, there's nothing wrong with it if I'm not doing anything evil with it. Wait, no, that's not true. Well, he got into dark magic and then the church ousted him. And he was like, alright, well, I'm gonna go with the Demon King then. Ugh, not a single crit. I don't know why you thought coming at me with a bow would be a good idea. Oh, no crit there either. Hey, there we go. She's finally at S level in archery. Oh, I was like, who do I have left? Poor Cormac sitting over there by himself. Ugh, you guys are the worst. Just let me win. No, because he'll kill me. And it'd be real tragic to lose Natasha after all this. That's upsetting. I really wanted her to do it. Yeah, all these guys are definitely feeling tedious now. Honestly, all I have to do is beat this guy, and then I can just have her go seize the throne. But he'll kill me with one shot, too. Ugh. Ooh, you won't die. Cool. I guess we could have you slay the Maddie Dragon. Wait, I do really want Myr to fight him, so we're gonna hold off one turn before fighting him. We're gonna have Merc kill her dad. Oh yeah, you weren't here at this point. So, Morva is her adopted father, who literally raised her and took care of her. And he's the guardian of this castle, and when the Demon King, who is possessing Erica's friend, came to take it over, he's like, I will stop you. Well, the Demon King killed him. Immediately, almost. And then turned his body into a Draco zombie. So this is the corpse, the resurrected corpse of her father. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Are you almost there? Oh, you're more than halfway there. Who all can you attack? Any one of these people. Wait, who could you support with? Oh my god, you finally got the Ross support. Yeah, level 7! I was wondering who you were gonna attack. God, you guys just need to get out of here. You're so annoying. Wow, her HP is barely enough that she will not just immediately die from this attack. Alright, here we go. One HP left. Whew. Yeah, that was super sad. But I love, like, making those fights happen because I love the emotional content and the conversation that goes with it. What do we got here? Steel bow, steel axe. I was really hoping you would have killed him. No crit that whole time. What are you doing, Joshua? Alright, I guess it's time to... First of all, bestow some heals. And with the power of light magic, we will seal you away. Well, that was disappointing. Make sure all the healers get to do their healy things. Oh no. Oh my god. Man, that was... Ugh. Oh my god, it's the final chapter! I thought I had more than one! Aw, he just wanted to confess his love. please. Are you done turning your failings into some sad epic of personal tragedy? Oh my god, I'm back to 12 units now? Oh my gosh, after giving me so many the last couple chapters, this is what you're leaving me with? Chests. Well, there's 2 chests. So we don't necessarily... Well, let me see what we got in stock. We have 1 chest key. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Let's do this. Alright, first we gotta figure out who we're gonna use. We're definitely using Joshua. Natasha, duh. We need Colm for that sweet, sweet dance. Do we need anybody down here? We're gonna use Myrrh. We're definitely gonna use... Yeah, this is the Erica run. But I have to use Erica and Ephraim. Huh. More Draco zombies. I wish it would just let me have one more person. Myrrh kind of is, but she's plot-centric to both games. But I could see her as, yeah, she's definitely an Ephraim character. Yeah, we're definitely going to use her on the next run. So we'll switch her out with Ross. Cormag is not, though, because Erica was blamed for killing Cormag's brother, and her being so pure is the reason that he ends up joining. Hey, what up, Exonerator? We're gonna give you your rapier back. We're giving you your special weapon. Nice! The way that I went... Hold on, let me... The way that I went with Cormag was Wyvern Knight. I love giving him the skill Pierce, and while he could get some other stuff, it's just my favorite way to do it. There we go. Now she has some basic light magic again. Loot. What are we doing for you? We don't really need any of that, so we're going to give you... Mend. Yeah. You... We're going to take away your longbow. We're going to take away your killer bow. We're going to give you... the special bow. And a longbow. With that, you don't really need the brave bow, so we're going to give you a killer bow anyway. As for you, sir... Yeah, the way I see it is I've got enough sword users between Joshua, Erica, Tana, Colm, and even Franz if I need it. I don't really need another sword user. Let's see, what are we going to give to you? I can give you an Axe Reaver. Oh yeah, we're definitely giving you your special Sacred Twin Axe. Colm, not really a lot to give you. We'll give you a Killing Edge. Oh yeah, increases resistance by 2 points. I guess we could give you an Elixir. Do I have any unpromoted units? It doesn't matter at this point. Friends, we're going to take away your axe. We're going to give you... we're going to give you the Devil Axe. That'll be fun. We're going to give you the Steel Blade. Yep, that'll work. Alright. Mr. Gorgon in here. And Mr. Gorgon in here. Mr. Gorgonzola. Okay, we are gonna put you guys up here. Can't put you right there, can't put you right there. Okay, we're not gonna put either of you right there then. We're gonna put you here. You here. Yeah. That should work. Alright. Oh, it just starts. There's nothing to it. Interesting. Oh, this one's gonna take a while. So right here is where he's gonna hit me with Steel Lance and a door key. Over here, you're gonna hit me with a sword. I'm just gonna go ahead and put you right here. Critical hit! Got a door key. I'm gonna put away the silver sword for now. Critical hit! We don't need the door key over here. Another critical hit. What do we got over here? A lance and a lance. You got a Lance Reaver. That's annoying. What are we dealing with over here? Axe Reaver. So a bunch of Lance guys. I love his crit animation. Fantastic. Especially when he kills somebody because he just throws the axe. Chest key. Cool. We'll put it in here. Man, just killing everyone. Just getting Cormac a little beefier. That's what you put in a chest late game? I mean, I guess, but why would I come on here and not have a fully advanced group yet? See, that's cool, an angelic robe. And now this is cool, it's time for you to die. Vidofnir. It's Mr. Dragon Boy coming at me with some wretched air. And how much speed? 7 speed. His speed does not go up because of his thing. That's kind of funny. Killing Edge and a javelin. I'm just saying, at this point, your entire group should be promoted. So it is 3 in front of you, okay. Wait, do you have 2 range? Yes, you do have 2 range, okay. Then we need somebody who has a tomahawk! I mean, I could use an iron bow, that would make more sense. Yeah, I guess we'll use your iron bow. In the middle of the battle to kill the Demon King, how are your parents doing? That conversation took some really weird turns, and definitely lent in the direction of incest a couple of times. That whole conversation was a mess. Yeah, writer's sus on that one. Jesus. Yeah, it could have been super wholesome. Okay, now we got this big ol' Draco zombie to deal with. But he actually won't take that long. You're level 9, you're level 11, you're level 9. You're level 9, and you're level 5. Oh, you definitely need some experience, Erica. That's sad, because that means that this guy has literally, like, destroyed the dragon tribe that used to live here and taken over all of their bodies. What are you coming at me with? A javelin and a steel lance. Time to use the tomahawk! And you just have a lance. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the axe. I'm curious as to what their, like, end game ending is gonna be. Oh god. What's up, dude? Oh my god, so close to killing me. Oh, I didn't think you were gonna go all the way over there. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Oh yeah, you are the healer over here. I'm gonna Google something really quick. does Fortify work on yourself? I don't think so. I don't think Fortify works on yourself. Which is upsetting because nobody over here has... Oh, there we go. There's an elixir. Cool. I actually know how to do this, I think. I'm really glad I gave him this this elixir now. Oh wait, no, I fucked up. Oh no, I didn't fuck up. I know how to do this. Well, that actually just makes it so much easier. Now, as for over here... God, that's gonna hurt so much. Now it's time for you to get them heals. I really want to get her light magic up to S so she can use that final light magic tome. I was actually going to do it in like a monster hunting mission between these chapters, but I didn't know you just go straight to the final chapter. Low-key, other than the dragons, I feel like she could just walk through this entire map by herself and kill everyone. Oh my god. That is obnoxious, because these are all the... Oh no, cool. I thought these were all the long-distance ones, and I was gonna be like, I swear. How close is she? She is so close! I'm gonna have Mr. Feral Boy over here come attack me. Hey, Poopy. That would be obnoxious if they were just like, oh, here's 5 long-range eye guys coming at ya. Let's see what everybody can do first. So this is the closest person that you can hit. What's coming at you if I do that? No, 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 no. Okay, so we're good. Now's the time to use all the weapons that I've been saving, since this is the final chapter. I'm definitely the kind of player that will not use special items until, like, the last possible moment, because I'm like, what if I need it for this? Like the Pokemon guy who never uses the Master Ball. That's very much me. I was actually afraid for a second that he was gonna attack me again. Oh. Ah, you gotta be so close! Come on! Wait, why are they not attacking me? You both can attack me! It's gonna be one of those triggers. Plus he's got all 6 of these Gorgons surrounding him. So right here, what's your speed? 23 to your 26. God, look at your stats. Max magic, max speed, max luck. That's super nice. Yeah, this will make it better. If you stand next to her. I don't think he'll come out here and attack me, but we'll see what happens. God, he does 51 damage per attack. On a critical hit, he does 153 attack. Here we go. So these ones have the shadow shot. Are those two the only ones with shadow shot? Yes, but most of the other ones have stone. No, the two in the front have stone. Okay. It's a 10 damage. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's not hitting me. The ultimate light magic. Oh my god, you're still not up to S. Ugh. There we go, Franz. I needed it to dodge there. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Good to know, it does not heal myself. And it still wasn't the boost I needed. %0 chance. Critical hit! Which is not what I wanted, because I wanted her to do 2 attacks. I'm not sure he's gonna move, and I'm afraid to find out if he does. Well, we're closing in on you, Chief. Oh, it's only a +2 to evade. attacking the prince and princess. Why won't you come at me? Oh, are you guys out of ranged attacks? How unfortunate for you. Oh, come on. Swear. Wait, can she not get... She should be able to get S, right? Yeah, she should be able to get it. We're gonna move my little army up a little bit. First, how close can you guys go? Oh, you can already attack me. It's time to close in on the Demon King, but we're gonna keep you back here. How infuriating! Give me 1 second to look something up. Okay. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. So, what we're gonna do... First of all, I want to see what happens over here. Not a lot of great things. This is why we need your legendary tome. Are they all just gonna sit there and let me kill them? Fine, then I'll do it. There's a very small percentage that would have killed me. Oh, hey, look, there's more of them now. She's almost level 20. Let me look that up real quick again. Just making sure there's not something going on with her not getting it, you know? I don't have any more light magic to borrow from, so once she's out of this aura, she's just done. Yeah, I guess she's just not getting to it. That's upsetting. Oh well, time to kill Leon. So you'll take off a consistent 20, but he'll kill you in the process. You'll take off a consistent 34, but he won't kill you in the process. Oh yeah, we need everybody's, like, magic weapon here, don't we? Yeah, I don't know why her light magic's not getting to S, but it's fine, I guess. And these guys are apparently never ending. Critical hit. He will in fact not kill me. And he'll do a solid 36 damage. 75 minus 36 is 39. Yeah. 39. Plus your damage, which would be 34, which would bring you down to 5, which means you could come in and deal the final blow. Granted, nobody else crits him. Let's do it. You don't have any special skills that I should be worried about, do you? No? Okay. All that dark magic, and Ross is like, oh hey! Now we bring Ephraim in. For the love of God, do not crit. I do not want you to crit. I really want her conversation to happen. Good. Ah, yes. I'm super excited. Oh god. Why do I feel like there's gonna be a whole nother chapter to this? Weep for the dead, despair the living. Wail and tremble in grief. Grovel in awe and fear. He's really enjoying this. Oh, Lord. It's actually the power of friendship! Time for everybody to have a little catchphrase. But where's all the treasure? Yes, I've read all about him. Oh god, here we go. So we have to fight this lifeless corpse that has a malefic flash that destroys everything it touches, a horrific blow that invites the destruction of all, and lulls all enemies within range into a deep slumber. Oh my god. What happens if I just run up and punch him? We don't know how much HP he has, but we know that he kills me in one shot. So I guess we did not raise Erica enough for this battle. You know what? Actually, I know how to do this. Ho ho ho! Now you can't kill me in one shot. I don't know how many of us you can kill in one shot, though, and that's a problem. Come on, guys! The prince and princess are waiting for you! Well, you're just obnoxious. Ugh. It does not say. It looks like he has a range of 3, though. Okay, well... I don't know if he'll move, but we're just gonna go ahead and finish him off real quick. Boom! Nice crit! That's the Joshua. I gotta finish the game with Joshua. But first, just in case... Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with either of you guys. We're just gonna go straight for the Demon King. We all know Joshua is the real hero of this story. There's the new King of Johanna! Oh, yes, Josh was the best. All of the people who used to belong to Grotto. So Joshua is the prince of Jehana, and in order to get to know his citizens and be a proper king, he basically just ran away. Became a gambling, swindler, pirate type who was basically living at as low income as possible so that he could be a better king to his people by actually knowing his people. And when Jehana was attacked and he finally saw his mother again, his mother was killed. So now that he is the only person left, he is the king of Jehana. Yeah, he has a super tragic story. He finally reunites with his mom, even though he didn't say goodbye to her the first time, and she's dying. Ugh. She's crying again. I can't actually make this text go faster. Oh, maybe his mom's still alive. If she's alive, she was barely alive. Yeah, just like the Path of Radiance epilogue text speed. I know she got, like, mortally stabbed, so I guess they saved her. Saying goodbye to everybody along the way. That's literally the path that Leon went down. Erica becomes the new host for the Demon King. The Fire Emblem! I finally said it. Aw. That's Jehana! It was the Queen of Jehana. Ah, yes. La Rochelle, Reneken Dosla. Oh my god, Walter. Yes, the princes, or the knights. Ah yes, the Pegasus sisters. We could have done a triangle attack in this game, but I didn't really like the other two Pegasus sisters. Ah, the mercenaries. Ephraim and Erica? Kinda looked like Micaiah in that picture. The Demon King. Super Mario Club. North American localization. Tatsumi Kimishima. Including the copyrights of the game. I do own the game. I'm just using an emulator because it's impossible to stream it with the actual game. This is how many turns each one took me. I'm waiting to see the one where I... There it is! Revolta Carcino was 210 turns. That's the one where I first got the dancer and was just like, you know what? We're gonna max out her level immediately. Seth returned to Renace with Ephraim and his fellow knights. His dedicated service made him the most trusted of the new king and queen's guardsmen, as well as the most famous of knights in all of Renace. Franz the Faithful. He continued to serve Renace with the same devotion that he had during the War of the Stones. His generous nature and easy smile made him a favorite among the people. Silent Gilliam. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was said to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. Mulder, wise counselor. 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 battles. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Innes as it had served King Hayden before him. Vanessa, dutiful rider. She remained on active duty as an airborne knight in Frelia's army. Her beauty and determination became the standard to which her fellow knights aspired. Ross, his father's son, Amelia, rose of the war. Amelia traveled to Ross's hometown, where she decided to remain. Over time, the two fell in love and were wed. Years later, they had a son who grew into a warrior. As he grew in skill and strength, he surpassed even his father. That'd be a really cute story if they hadn't called each other brother and sister. He returned to Ide to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterwards, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Renace as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. Colm, the good-natured thief, and Naomi, the tearful archer. The childhood friends became lovers first, then husband and wife. I like how they specify that. Worried for Naomi's well-being, Colm gave up his adventurer's ways. Naomi passed on her grandfather's skill in archery to her own son and daughter. Arthur, Saint of Light. Arthur moved to Renace to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. Lute, Prodigy. After the War of the Stones, Lute returned to Renace to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-traveled sage. Joshua the Tempest King and Natasha the Sacred Healer. When Joshua returned to Jehanna, he took Natasha as his bride and claimed the throne as its rightful heir. Natasha was the perfect companion, and together they carried the mighty desert nation to great glory. Ford, the Wild Knight. Upon Ford's return to Renace, his secret hobby of painting was discovered. Alright, Ignis, or whatever the dude's name is from Three Houses. He was commissioned as a court artist. His work grew popular, and his days became so busy that he often regretted his career change. Natasha has a lot of wins. His service to the royal family of Renace continued without change. He became a battalion commander and gained much trust and responsibility for training new recruits. Tana, the Winged Queen. Tana lived happily in the prosperous post-war Frelia. She flew to Renace often to visit her dear friend Erica. Innis, King and Strategician. As time went on, he succeeded his father, Hayden, as King of Frelia. His resourcefulness and tactical prowess helped him build a court of loyal vassals that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. Cyrene continued as commander of Frelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, and her popularity soared. We literally learned nothing about this guy because we didn't play Ephraim's route. Following the War of Dusel returned to Grata, where he was instrumental in its rebuilding. He spent his remaining years watching over Grotto and sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor. Same with Noel, we don't know anything about this dude. Noel returned to Grotto, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Leon's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. Nice to know it did get restored to its former glory. Wasn't like a Daeon from Path of Radiance kind of thing. Cormag returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army, not as a knight, but as a common soldier. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Ralston theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective. He was a dark mage that you recruit in Ephraim's route, actually. As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dozla's greatest joy in life. Man, I need to let some of these people die next time. La Rochelle summoned Rennek back to Ralston, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Garrick, the Desert Tiger. Garrick continued as a mercenary over the years. His reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. Tethys, beloved dancer. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Edwin continued his studies, modeling his life after the teachings of Saleh. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Marissa became battalion leader for an elite mercenary force. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade. Saleh, the Well of Wisdom. Saleh returned to Caer Pelin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Manichees. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of the Stones came to visit his village. After bidding her farewells to Ephraim, she returned to Darkling Woods. She lived a long and full life, served by the people of Caer Pelin, and comforted by the memories of her dear friends. Ephraim, Restoration King. Busy days awaited him upon his return to Renace. He oversaw the rebuilding not only of his own country, but also of the entire continent of Magval. His work was difficult, but his success made him a legend. Erica returned to Renace and began the reconstruction effort with her brother, Ephraim. Seeing peace return to the lives of her people filled her with happiness. Her smile became a symbol of her people's joy. Fiend! Man, I did not do a lot with support conversations this game. Well, that officially concludes my Fire Emblem Sacred Stones playthrough. Matt, thanks for hanging out. You were a big supporter throughout this entire playthrough. The next Fire Emblem game on my list is Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. I'm going to be switching before I go back to Ephraim, so it's not just the same game over again. So I'm going to do Fire Emblem Fates Birthright, and then I'm going to come back and do Sacred Stones Ephraim's Route, and then I'm going to go Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming. I might stream tomorrow night, not sure what's going on, but I'll update you guys in my Discord, and I'll update my Twitch profile. So, thank you guys. I really enjoyed playing this game. I absolutely love Fire Emblem, and I can't wait for the next one. So, thank you, Matt. Thank you, everybody else. Anybody who might have been lurking. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night.